I think I'm a white man. You think? Yes. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਦੇ?
ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਜੀ? ਸਾਰੇ ਆ ਗਏ ਆਨਲਾਈਨ YouTube ਤੇ ਅੱਜ। ਠੀਕ ਆ। I'm just setting up TikTok and Instagram. ਹਾਂਜੀ। Hope everybody is ready today for interest rate event. ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਐਨਗੈਸ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ when I was live ਪਹਿਲਾਂ. So I told you guys.
I use HSBC Bank. Yes. So what was I not call that out right now. All right.
ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਕੋ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ ਦੇ ਕਟਿਓ. Ah, yeah. Sorry. Hello. Sorry. Can I ask who's calling? Yeah. What is regarding? Regarding what? Yeah. Which job application was it? Oh no, he's not interested anymore. He got the job. Thank you. Thank you. ਐਵੇਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਫਰਾਡ ਜਿਹੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's get this ਕੀ ਖੋਲਿਆ Okay, so 24 ਮਿੰਟ ਰਹਿ ਗਏ ਆ Event will be here soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the afternoon event. ਇੰਨੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਪਰ WTI ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਫੀ ਡ੍ਰੌਪ ਆਇਆ ਬਾਅਦ ਵਿੱਚ Brent was going down as well. Yeah, air fryer. My son wants it, so I was looking for them. Oh, Dolly, oh, Dolly, Dolly Holly. Good morning, Mangaji. Next online trading learning, I haven't planned anything to be honest. ਮੇਰਾ ਤਾਂ ਹਲੇ ਨੀਂਦ ਪੂਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਦਾ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹਲੇ ਵੀ ਦਿਨੇ ਨੀਂਦ ਆਉਣ ਲੱਗ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਜੀ Asif ji, it's all free, brother. It's not there is no cost. Yeah, if you want to join my BFP Signal group, then yeah, there is a charges. But everything else is free. All my groups, all my YouTube, everything, all my videos, ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ free ਆ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਦਵਿੰਦਰ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਨਿਆਣੇ my son he loves his cooking ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਆਦਤ ਉਹ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਚਿਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ he is a veggie as well the problem is he said I want to be the two dryers ਉਹ ਦੋ ਡਰੋ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ 에ਅਰ ਫਰਾਇਰ ਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੈਜੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਲੇਬਲ ਲਾ ਦੇਣਾ ਉੱਤੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਚਿਕਨ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾ ਸਕਦੇ I don't know forecast ਅੱਜ ਤੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂ ਸਟਾਕ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਥੱਲੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ so it will be everything different definitely trading is not that easy ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਆ is that good morning in Australia okay ਸਾਡੀ ਤਕਾਲਾ ਆ ਫਿਰ oil ਦਾ ਸਿਗਨਲ ਦੁਪਹਿਰੇ ਸੀਗਾ ਜੀ we sold the oil when I was live so I told you guys now I think it must be accumulating now actually let me see WTI yeah it has started accumulating so I'm gonna bring my stop loss bit more down ਆਜਾ ਇੰਨਾ ਨਾ ਡਰ ਇੰਨਾ ਨਾ ਡਰ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਾਈ ਖੋਲਿਆ ਆ just to get some advantage of reversal so Brent ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਮੇਰਾ so I got the Brent buy and I got WTI buy as well small ਛੋਟਾ ਜਿਹਾ buy ਆ so it's a risky buy here at this zone ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਦੁਪਹਿਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਟਾਰਗੇਟ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀ it's going towards 76 40 you know 50 40 so at the moment currently it's on 76.38 so ਹੁਣ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ oh it's 2 o'clock in Perth okay ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਾਂ I got people when I go live I got people from USA from Canada from Australia from India UAE I think ਆਪਣਾ ਲਾਈਵ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆ ਸਾਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹਨਾ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਆਬਵੀਅਸਲੀ ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਭਾਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਯੂਏ ਤੋਂ ਆ ਭਾਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਈ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਤਾਂ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਤੋਂ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਲਾਈਵ ਤਾਂ well he's from England but he went to Pakistan he said ਭਾਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ 'ਚ ਆ ਪਰ ਹੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਲਾਈਵ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਪਿਆ so we got people from all over so we are worldwide people WTI ਹੱਲੇ accumulate ਹੁੰਦਾ ਪਿਆ ਇਸ ਏਰੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ I'm not going to give a call to buy or sell here at the moment at this zone because ਇਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਟਾਰਗੇਟ ਸੀਗਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਗਿਆ ਆ we will see ਹੁਣ WTI ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ QQQ SPY everything as soon as interest rate comes then we can take a call That's the only thing I can say ਹੈ ਨਾ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਅੱਜ ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਜੇ 0.25 ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਰੇਟ ਆਇਆ then game might be completely different we might have a fake breakouts and stuff ਜੇ 50 ਆਇਆ we definitely know market is going down um gold is going down, dollar is going up, US dollar index going up, or everything else going down ਤੇ ਦੂਜਾ ਜੇ event no interest rate hike, the market will be shooting up. Everything in the market will be shooting up, all the stocks, crypto, everything other than ਸਿਰਫ US dollar ਤੇ US dollar index. So ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ result ਆਉਣਾ ਆ it's very important to watch clearly ਕਿ ਕੀ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਆ and then we can take a call from there. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਡਾਊਨ ਆ ਆਇਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਆਊਗਾ ਦਾ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਆਊਗਾ ਇਟ ਕੈਨ ਪੁਸ਼ ਆਇਲ ਡਾਊਨ ਯੈਸ yeah because obviously when dollar goes cheaper oil goes no it's opposite. When dollar goes cheaper oil goes up. Is that oh god मैं भी confused हो गया हूँ I'm so sorry guys sometimes I got that blank head. I'll share it in a bit. I think the oil does move with oil. So when dollar gets stronger, oil come cheaper. When dollar get weaker, oil get expensive. So that's the circle. But it's not a regulated anything. ਇਹ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਪਰ that's the trend we always catch it that way. ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਡਾਲਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਆਇਲ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਸ ਵੱਧਦੀ ਆ ਸੋ ਆਇਲ ਅੱਜ ਇਨਵੈਂਟਰੀਜ਼ ਆਈਆਂ ਸੋ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਰੈਡ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਵੀ ਗੋਟ OPEC ਦੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਆ there was no kind of ਕੋਈ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ OPEC ਦੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ 'ਚ so that's why oil ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਸਾਂ ਡਿੱਗੀਆਂ ਆ so the result will be here in few minutes time ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਨਾਲ 15 ਕੁ ਮਿੰਟ ਤੱਕ 17 ਮਿੰਟਸ 17 ਮਿੰਟ ਤੱਕ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਆਉਣਾ ਆ UK ਦੀ ਸਟ੍ਰਾਈਕ ਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਫਰਕ ਪੈਣਾ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਯੈਸ ਲੌਂਗ ਟਰਮ FTSE and all that they do affect they do get bit of red bars ਪਰ ਲੌਂਗ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਉਦਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਖਾਸ ਇਫੈਕਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਿਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਸ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਸਲੋ ਸੋ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਸ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਚੱਲਦੀਆਂ ਟੀਚਰ ਸਟ੍ਰਾਈਕ ਸੀਗੀ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਨਾਲ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਸਰਵਿਸ ਸਟ੍ਰਾਈਕ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਅੱਜ ਸੋ there were few departments ਪਰ ਉਹ ਏਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਖਾਸ ਅਸਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ that's not relevant to investment market ਇੰਨਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹਾਂ if they start doing strikes every day then it will affect the market definitely. Sorry. ਸੌਰੀ YouTube ਵਾਲਿਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੇ Instagram ਤੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਜਾਂ TikTok ਤੇ ਆ ਜਾਓ ਮੇਰਾ YouTube ਲੈਪਟਾਪ ਤੇ ਲਾਈਵ ਆ so I can't show you my screen so I will try my best to repeat it. Good morning ਕੁਲਦੀਪ ਜੀ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਆ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਅੱਜ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਪਾਸਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਉੱਪਰ ਵੀ ਥੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਇਟ ਆਲ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਔਨ ਦਾ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟਸ ਸੋ 16 ਮਿੰਟ ਆ ਵੇਟ 16 ਮਿੰਟ ਦੀ ਤੇ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਸੋ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ WTI ਆ ਇਸ ਅਰਾਊਂਡ 76 ਜ਼ੋਨ ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਤੇਲ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਸਾਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਡਿੱਗੀਆਂ ਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ ਪੈਂਡਿੰਗ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾਇਆ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਵੀ ਵਿਲ ਟੇਕ ਅ ਕਾਲ ਐਜ਼ ਦ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਕਮਸ ਇਨ because whatever the result will comes in it will affect the market for next half an hour and then ਜਦੋਂ Powell ਆ ਗਿਆ then we have to change the trades again so we just need to make sure ਕਿ Powell ਦੀ speech be positive and then it will carry on going up. ਗੋਲਡ obviously we will take call ਜਦੋਂ ਆਊਗਾ ਹਨਾ ਗੈਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਗੈਸ ਦਾ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਸ ਤੇ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਣਾ ਗੈਸ it looks like more going towards 230 240 ਤੇ ਪਰ ਹੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਕਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਗੈਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ we did made a little money when I was live in the afternoon that's it but at the moment gas is a bit confusing it looks more bearish mode gas ਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਕੱਲ ਵੀ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਕਿ long trend on gas is bearish so we just need to wait for it to stop for a trend change vintage ਨੂੰ PC ਤੇ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ open ਕਰਨਾ is very easy you just log into vintage website and then you can just go in your trade ਤੁਸੀਂ vintage ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ trading view ਵਾਲਾ ਉਹ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ on ਜਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੂਜਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ sorry the platform ਹੈਗਾ ਹੀ ਆ online vintage ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ so you can just use it long term tech 100 we will take any call ਅੱਜ interest rate ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ all the long calls all the ਕਿੱਦਾਂ market react ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ QQQ SPY ਸਾਰੇ you know ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਵੀ calls ਆ we will take it after the event we need to watch the event properly ਤੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਚ ਪਾਵਲ ਦੀ ਸਪੀਚ ਦੇਖਣੀ ਪੈਣੀ ਆ ਸੋ ਵੀ ਨੀਡ ਟੂ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਪਾਵਲ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਆ ਤੇ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਰੇਟ ਕੀ ਆਇਆ ਆ ਸੋ ਵੀ ਨੀਡ ਟੂ ਮੇਕ ਆਵਰ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਅਪ ਉਸ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ economy prediction obviously I think there is still a lot of demand in the economy so it doesn't look like we will see the recession we was feared of there may be some economies struggling around the world, a little bit struggle. There may be war get triggered. Russia the ज़्यादा बड़ी because more and more countries are getting involved within Russia, and Russia is just itching to attack one of the countries. And if that happens, that will create a big mess all around the world. So ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਾਰਕੀਟਾਂ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੋਊਗਾ, everything will fall apart. But at the moment, all we're talking about is we hope everything goes, fine. We just, carry on with the good momentum this year in the market. But it all depends on other fundamental events. It's interest rate event, brother. CBDC, there's nothing wrong with that. I know ਲੋਕੀ ਬਹੁਤ negative videos ਬਣਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ, but all I can see is the benefits of CDBC. I can't see anything wrong in the CDBC. There's nothing wrong. We have been moved from currency before as well. We are already using digital currency. ਕੋਈ time ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ we used to use coins, we used notes, then we moved to online banking. ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਘੜੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਫੋਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਸੇ ਪੇਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਇਟਸ ਆਲ ਡਿਜੀਟਲ ਵੀ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਡਿਜੀਟਲ देयर ਐਨੀਵੇ CBDC ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਸਿਰਫ ਇੰਨਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ the currency will be recorded ਕਿ ਕਿਹਦੇ ਕੋ ਕੀ ਪੈਸਾ ਆ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਪੈਸਾ ਆ ਇਟਸ ਲਾਈਕ ਨੰਬਰਸ ਕਰੰਸੀ ਦੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਨੋਟ ਦੇ ਨੰਬਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ you know so it's all about knowing who owns what and ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਰੁਕ ਜਾਣਗੀਆਂ CBDC ਨਾਲ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਡਾ ਫਰਾਡ ਰੁਕੇਗਾ ਫਰਾਡ ਏਦਾਂ ਰੁਕੇਗਾ ਕਿ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਫਰਾਡਸਟਰ ਪੈਸਾ ਏਟਦੇ ਆ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਤੋਂ if you are the first one to adopt CBDC ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੈਨੀਫਿਟ ਇਹ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਕਿ when you complaint there will be a specific department ਚਾਹੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ ਸਾਈਬਰ ਸੈੱਲ ਬਿਊਰੋ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਡਿਪਾਰਟਮੈਂਟ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਬਾਅਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ they can track your money ਕਿ where is your money went ਠੀਕ ਹੈ there will be what is called regulations for every exchange to use that money they have to comply with their local financial institutions so ਜੇ ਪਾਉਂਡ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ crypto firms ਨੂੰ ਡਾਲਰ ਪਾਉਂਡ ਅਸੈਪਟ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ CBDC they have to be registered with FCA ਤੇ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਫਰਾਡ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ so we was working on yesterday ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਪਿਨ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਟਰੈਕ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਡਿਜੀਟਲ ਪਾਉਂਡ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੋ ਯੂ ਫੋਰ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਫਰਾਡ ਹੋਇਆ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਪੈਸਾ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ CBDC ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਦਿੱਤਾ they can the department can track that money ਕਿ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਮਨੀ ਗਈ ਆ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਅਕਾਊਂਟ 'ਚ ਪੈਸਾ ਗਿਆ ਆ who holds the money and they can expire that money or they can reverse that money that's the biggest advantage of stopping the fraud second then we came out with this problem ki je koi CBDC ਲੈ ਗਿਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ, ਉਹਨੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਪਟੋ 'ਚ ਕਨਵਰਟ ਕਰ ਲਈ, ਕ੍ਰਿਪਟੋ ਤੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਐਕਸਚੇਂਜ ਨੂੰ ਚਲੇ ਗਿਆ। And there is a possibility of this happened. This can happen. So the big thing is ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ FCA ਨਾਲ regulated ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, so in UK or Europe there is a regulation is called know your customer. So ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ regulated firms ਆ, they have to know the customer, ਕੌਣ own ਕਰਦਾ ਆ, ਕਿਹੜਾ account ਤੇ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਪੈਸਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ, ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼। So you have to send them IDs and everything, right? So once that once the digital pound get converted into any other cryptocurrency, the department can still claim the money back from the exchange. And even if that currency is converted, the exchange can claim the money back from the person who owns it. So it will be all digitally followed. ਤੇ ਦੂਜਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹਦਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਅਮੀਰ ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਗਰੀਬਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਦਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਗਰੀਬਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਕੀ ਹੋਊਗਾ, ਕਿੰਨੇ ਕਰ ਲਓਗੇ। I will come to that later on. ਪਰ ਅਮੀਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਡਾ ਇਹ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਹੋਊਗਾ, there will be no black money anymore exist in the market, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। Obviously there will be the ways to fiddle with it and all that sort of things, but more chances are there will be less and less people who can avoid taxes. ਅਮੀਰ ਲੋਕੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਟੈਕਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਵੋਇਡ ਕਰ ਸਕੂਗੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਡਿਜੀਟਲ ਡਾਲਰ ਜਾਂ ਡਿਜੀਟਲ ਪਾਉਂਡ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਤੀਜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ, obviously the big ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਆਮ ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਡੀ ਆਮ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਆਏਗੀ। ਹੁਣ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ ਫਾਈਨ ਲੱਗਾ, ਜਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਨੇ ਫਾਈਨ ਲਾਤਾ, ਜਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਦਾ ਟੈਕਸ ਦੇਣਾ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਟੈਕਸ ਘਟ ਗਿਆ, government can claim that money from your bank without even obviously government will and have to issue you a warning notice or anything that you need to pay this fine, and if you don't pay it, they can take that money away from your bank. So this is how the digital dollar gonna work, and there's no side effect of it in terms of, yes, government can expire money, that's the only side effect, but obviously koi cheez je inne benefits de naal aa rahi hai, ਤਾਂ there will be some kind of side effects, which one we can't do anything to change that. And the adoption is not going to happen tomorrow or this year or next year. It will take 5-10 years easily for digital dollar to or pound to get adapted properly. So ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਐਡੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ, ਤੇ it's just try to think positive way that through that side ਕੀ benefit ਹੋਗੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। So fuel has just stopped in the area here. So we see once the interest rate, gold is properly accumulating as well. So ਸਿਰਫ ਇਹ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਹੁਣ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ। How to join my group? You can go on my website tandathegrey.com. Let me see if I can add a sticker. Interact, text poll, draw, guess, lightning question and answer. Any stock, anything after the interest rate hike. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਸਟਾਕ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਨੂੰ, ਕ੍ਰਿਪਟੋ ਨੂੰ, ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਆ, it will all happen after the interest rate. At the moment, everything is accumulating just between the that whatever the zones they are stuck in. ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਰੇਟ ਦਾ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੁਣ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚਿਰ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਦੇ ਸਾਹ ਉੱਪਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਤੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਦੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਰਹਿਣੇ ਆ। Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find a sticker so I can put it on my website. Yeah. So I hope you guys can see the sticker tandadigrade.com. So if you go on my website, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਲਿੰਕ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਣਗੇ. So you can just join all my channels. You can join my Telegram. You can join my Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you guys like. ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਹੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੈੱਲ ਖੋਲਣਾ, ਹੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੇਚਣਾ, ਹੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਾਏ ਕਰਨਾ. You can see market is just in standing zone. It's just not moving at all, and because there are not much trades happening. Similar to the compounded investment, we will talk about it something later on. At the moment, we concentrating on an interest rate event, and it's not very far away. Yeah, 4 minute रह गए. So we just need to keep an eye on everything. Sorry, that sticker is on TikTok. Um, so I'm gonna type my website Instagram te tandadigrade.com. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ you can follow all my social media accounts. So whatever is going to happen, there's a 3-minute ticker. So we will see whatever is coming. Let me see if I can even put my YouTube people onto that side as well. Can you guys see the screen? No, sorry guys. People from YouTube can come on my TikTok and my Instagram. मेरा आज tablet charge नहीं सीगा, so I had to use it on laptop. So I won't be able to show you guys ਕੀ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ market ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. Live interview, we will share it in a bit. It will be on YouTube live, Fedda. So you just search on YouTube live Fed news or the Powell speech. It will show up the Fed channel, and then you can follow it once the speech is live. No, not at the moment. We just waiting for the event to happen. एक मिनट रह गया है. So ਹੁਣ मैं कोई question नहीं पढ़ना. So please guys, and be just prepared for whatever is going to happen here. So make sure karaoke only open the trades you guys can handle. They try to use the smallest lot as possible. That's the only thing I can recommend to you guys. Or kuch nahi. So it has start moving market. It starts showing numbers are moving a little bit, and so can you see tinne 3-star event ya ikkathe. So these two FOMC statement, interest rate is one, and then press conference. So there will be a blink of a delay once we leave the market and go to our. So expected ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ interest rate right 25 points ਆ. So ਜੇ ਇੱਥੇ 4.75 ਆ ਗਿਆ, that means it's fine. Market can little bit go down and then come back up. ਪਰ ਜੇ 50 ਆ ਗਿਆ, then there will be I don't think so anybody can save the market. But ਜੇ ਇੱਥੇ 0 ਆਇਆ same figure 4.75 ਆਈ, that mean market will be really really bullish. ਪਰ all ਸਾਰਾ depend ਹੋਊਗਾ ਫਿਰ ਬਾਅਦ ਵਿੱਚ. So okay, so interest rate happen at 475 and let's see what's happening. Let's keep an eye. Let's keep an eye. Let's keep an eye. Let's keep an eye. Yeah, dropping, dropping. Okay. Let's keep an eye. So don't. There's no such movement. Okay, US dollar index is showing some good strength. Are you going to carry on with that strength, mate? No, it stopped. Okay, gold भी stop हो गया, US dollar भी stop हो गया. Okay, okay, it's coming back down. So dollar coming back down and gold will reverse from here a little bit. We need to watch it carefully. ਕੀ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਇੱਥੇ? Wow, never seen this steady market. I bought a little gold. Sell the GSDX index. Buying the indexes. 2000. Okay, 30 US 30 got no direction yet because of the bad earnings as well. Okay, US Tech 100 got no direction, but I'm still buying it. Buying it 500. Euro USD buy. GBP USD, maybe we can buy a little. AUD USD, maybe a little buy. USD JPY. Oh shit. Sell. USD ਜਿੱਥੇ USD ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆ. USD JPY sell. AUD USD buy. Okay, but there's no direction in the market, guys. Very strange. This is just a flop show. So Jobia, we will still make money. It's not a big deal. So US 30 coming down. So all the indexes are coming down actually. Nope, still no direction. Flop show. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਸਪਾਲ ਭੱਟੀ ਦਾ. So I think Powell ਦੀ speech ਤੇ move ਹੋਏਗੀ, or maybe we need to find a FOMC statement. That kind of fact. Very weak market, very weak. Yeah. So dollar is weakening. No, dollar is strengthening now. Okay, we're going to I can't decide it, guys. I can't decide it still. So the result is as expected, exactly 0.25. ਉਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਗਲਾਸੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਭਾਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਗਲਾਸੀ ਪਿਲਾਉਂਗਾ ਜੇ 0.25 ਆਇਆ, ਜੇ 50 ਆਇਆ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਗੋਣਾ I got to offer him ਗਲਾਸੀ. ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ ਬੰਦਾ ਭਾਈ? ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਥਿਆ ਵੀ ਲੱਗ ਗਈ. Okay. This is just kind of So only thing I can suggest you guys is whatever the trade you're getting in profit, you need to be very quick to book the profit. That's the only thing I can say. So I'm gonna buy the US 30. So US 500, Tech 100. Um, so if is this one is 0.25, so next one possibly can be 0.25 as well. Expected. ਇੱਥੇ ਡੇਟਾ ਹੀ ਸਾਰਾ ਰੋਂਗ ਹੋਇਆ ਪਿਆ ਮਹੀਨੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਰੋਂਗ ਹੋਏ ਪਏ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਫੈਬਰੂਅਰੀ ਮਾਰਚ ਮਈ ਜੂਨ ਜੁਲਾਈ ਸਤੰਬਰ ਨਵੰਬਰ ਦਸੰਬਰ so, so next one obviously by March ਨੂੰ interest rate ਪਰ ਹਲੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ numbers ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ come on. No, there's nothing confirmed for next month yet, so we wait for that. So GBP USD is coming down, so GBP is showing weakness. Euro USD sell a little, GBP USD sell a little. Because the problem is GBP USD ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੱਥੇ support zone ਹੈ ਇਹਦਾ. So I want this to be broken. So it is showing like obviously the dollar is showing strength. Obviously ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਥੋੜੇ ਚਿਰ ਲਈ ਦਿਖਾਊਗਾ market ਦੀ strength, but it should have reversed ਕਿਉਂਕਿ 25 interest rate hike means ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਾਰਚ ਦੀ ਹਾਈਕ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਵੀ 25 ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਆ and ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ possibly there will be no hikes. That's the 5% is the biggest target, but we need to see what Powell saying today. So that's possibly can change the trends. So I'm at the moment more bullish about dollar. So it look like to me कि ਹੁਣ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਡਾਲਰ ਦੇ ਫੇਵਰ ਚ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ the problem is everybody is using MT5. There must be people gonna have so I'm buying everything in favor of dollar at the moment just to take the little advantage. ਫਿਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਪਾਵਲ ਦੀ speech ਆਊਗੀ and I'm gonna clear all this and open the new trades. Mhm. So US Tech in profit. I think the problem ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇੰਨੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ use ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ MT5. It's just literally taking so long time to react. So US Tech 100. Oh God, come on. By the look of it, gold is buy. So gold is buy. So we already got the buy in the gold. So I'm just gonna put the trailing stop loss on. Quick profit, guys. A quick profit again करनी पैनी ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੋਂ. We're not in the market for very long time from here. So US 2000 ਉਹਦਾ buy ਵੀ profit 'ਚ ਆ. Interest rate जी 25 points. So as expected. Gold look like it got some momentum. But problem ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ momentum ਹੈ, it's not very strong one. So like we just buying and we just selling and we chasing them up with the trailing stop losses. So gold, US dollar index ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਲਾਗੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਪਹੁੰਚਿਆ. So it's coming back down. So let's see now. So it's just buying and selling on both sides and take advantage. That's the only way. So there you go. And we got US 30 in profit. We got US 30. Come on. So Tech 100. Euro USD. So open a sell here and open a sell here as well. I opened one buy here, so I got two sell just in case anything goes opposite. GBP USD, I got buy here and there's a sell. So I'm just gonna wait for it to which side is gonna give me profit and get the other ones with the double quantity out of the way. So this is AUD USD. I go buy and sell literally same position. So I'm gonna wait. And that's USD JPY. It's just on that buy and sell zone. So this one is on buy. USD CAD. USD ZAR is on buy, but it's in loss. And USD MXN is on buy as well, but it's on great support as well. The same like USD ZAR, it's got support here in this area. So possibly it can drop till that level and we can have another buy fixed here. So gold, I think it might close. We just need to see कि gold किधर ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਆ. I think I'm going to turn the one screen off. Maybe that's causing some kind of issue. But the screen, if that can stop. Yeah, it was the big screen was causing the issue. That's what I was thinking. Why is this problem? I can't see the live moving. So next time, remember guys, no TV on. So gold ਦਾ trade ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ profit ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ USD dollar index buy ਆ US 2000 in profit US 30 ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ yeah US 30 ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ US 500 is still in profit and US Tech 100 in still in profit Euro USD is just standing there GBP USD stuck between buy and sell so Euro USD stuck between buy and sell. USD JPY showing me weakness, so the sell is in profit. So I got two sell here and one buy. USD CAD on buy profit, so that's perfectly fine. So now it's showing us the actual colors. So dollar gold opened a little sell here. So I'm expecting gold to come towards 1922 zone maybe. More about it ਜਦੋਂ Powell ਦੀ speech ਹੋਣੀ ਆ I'm expecting it to go bit of bearish mode because obviously Powell can be still very like aggressive about interest rate hikes and stuff. So this is something we need to be very careful about. So I got at the moment ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ trade protected ਆ US dollar index ਦਾ trade ਮੈਂ ਖੋਲਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ. I'm gonna put that in a trailing SL as well. So there you go. So US dollar ਦਾ ਵੀ buy protected ਆ ਤੇ ਜੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ US dollar here around so I will be more happy. Dollar index is US 2000 index is coming down. Index is coming down. So मेरा US 500 भी बंद हो गया है. Obviously we're not going to open a sell until we get to the we can actually open one sell guys here indexes ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ. I'm going to open one sell on indexes because all I know is ਜਦੋਂ Powell ਦੀ speech ਆਉਣੀ ਆ market is going to be in bearish mode for a bit. It will be go bullish, bearish while he's talking. So US dollar index might show some weakness, might. So it's stuck in limbo here. ਹਾਂਜੀ sir online classes ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ sorry I'm not looking at the I'm not looking at the questions at the moment so I'm just trying to be concentrating more on so it's coming back to hit my trailing stop loss on US dollar index. But literally every time it's touching it and going back. So course ਹੀ I will you can join my Telegram group. ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ update ਕਰਦਾ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੀ। So there is a little bullish. Asif is the same as my TikTok name, Tanda the Great, or you can go on my website, tandadegreat.com. There's a sticker on my screen, tandadegreat.com. So you go on website and you can find all my social links there. So gold is in profit now again, guys. So pehla aapa buy ch profit banaya, and now look like sell is in profit. It is a bit volatile. So what we can do is we can add little trailing stop loss मैं add करता है gold ਤੇ ये बंद हो गया we're not gonna take longer risks on gold until we hear Powell what he's saying. More importantly, it will go be bearish gold. The dollar will be bullish as Powell speak. Market will be going up and down. So gold is closed in profit again, and US dollar index is closed as well in profit again. So all I'm waiting for gold index to come back down a bit more so I can buy it again. So my little buy in WTI is in profit, so I just protect on with the can't protect it with trailing stop loss because it's too close. So halle stop loss cancel karta WTI da. With the Brent, the buy is in profit. So I'm gonna be 400-500 pound ਕਰ ਲਈਏ ਇਧਰੋਂ ਤੇ WTI ਦਾ ਵੀ 400 pound ਜੇ ਨਿਕਲਿਆ ਵੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ 100 ਹੀ ਨਿਕਲਿਆ 50 ਹੀ ਨਿਕਲੇ ਹੁਣ ਪਰ ਨਿਕਲੇ ਸਹੀ. Let me see once it's going back up. Yes. So finally we secured WTI buy. That's 325. So I'm gonna wait until to turn that into some bit more profit. 400. Oh, बंद हो गया. So WTI बंद हो गया 325 थे. Brent भी बंद हो गया 500 pound थे. Yeah, 487 profit थे. So we got a USD Mexican buy, USD ZAR buy. We got USD CAD buy. So buy is in profit now. So I'm gonna put a little trailing stop loss on it. Short profit ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈ ਨਾ. So like I'm doing. So USD JPY is still not sure which side it's going. So AUD USD obviously sell and it's coming down. GBP USD sell. It's right in the middle of buy and sell. So we just need to take a call later on. ਜਦੋਂ Powell so ਬੋਲਦਾ ਆ. Euro obviously I opened a sell here. So I'm waiting for it to show some sell momentum. US Tech 100 I opened a sell now. ਪਹਿਲਾਂ buy ਦਾ profit ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਇਹਦਾ. US 500 ਦਾ ਵੀ buy ਦਾ profit ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ sell ਖੋਲਿਆ ਆ. US 30 ਦਾ ਵੀ buy ਦਾ profit ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ sell ਖੋਲਿਆ ਆ. And US 2000 ਦਾ ਵੀ buy ਦਾ profit ਹਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੰਦ ਹੋਇਆ. So I got to sell as well. So I'm going to make a trailing stop loss on US dollar index. It's gone up. Okay. थोड़ी देर थल्ले आए थे फिर we can open a buy again here. Gold is coming weak. Yeah, I'm expecting gold to go bearish once Powell comes on because more probably Powell will be dropping the market with his aggressive approach, still not giving a clear direction which side the market will be going. The only I think the stance is taking at the moment कि market ਹਲੇ ਵੀ interest rate ਹਲੇ ਵੀ ਆਏਗਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚਿਰ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਰਹੇਗਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ inflation ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ under control ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ. So I think his stance will be same. So last ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਪੁਰਾਣਾ data ਆ it all happens once interest rate ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ market move ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ then ਫਿਰ ਪਾਵਲ ਦੀ ਸਪੀਚ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਮੂਵ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਪਰ ਅੱਜ ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਪਾਵਲ ਦੀ ਸਪੀਚ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੂਵ ਹੋਈ there's only small things small movements happening ਤੇ which are important as well ਕਿਉਂਕਿ obviously ਜੇ movement ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ that was more worrying so there is a movement ਪਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ so it's like market is flexing its muscles ਉਸੇ ਏਰੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ ਹਲੇ ਵੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਥੱਲੇ ਚੱਲ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਉੱਪਰ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ so all I need to do is prepare the market. So I'm gonna keep one sell on here for the gold. So US dollar, yeah, buy karna ithe. So I've got one buy in US dollar index. Okay. So traders are trying to push the market. They are trying to push the market. ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ 'ਚ ਐਕਟੀਵਿਟੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਕਟੀਵਿਟੀ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਪਰ it's more like a sentimental control rather than a fundamental control. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ sentimental control ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਬਸ ਇਹ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ let's sell it, let's buy it, let's sell it, let's buy it. So what they do is they create this mess in the market. ਤੇ ਇਹ ਹੁਣ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚਿਰ ਬੰਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਪਾਵਲ ਸਹੀ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਧਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਆ Yeah, Powell should be here soon. So
Be wrong.
Are jolts legitimate? People are
I
asking
think
that
jolts.
too.
Yeah, I think jolts are more legit, are more proven than ADD.
There is clearly a tug of war right now between the soft data, the survey data, and what we're seeing in the labour market with claims. And I think today, the data so far we've had today really captures that from earlier this morning. The fact you've got an ISM factory activity reading the weakest since May 2020, and if you take out the pandemic as the weakest since 2009, that sounds absolutely dreadful. You'd be asking yourself, just on that basis, on that data point alone, why on earth is the Federal Reserve hiking interest rates? Never mind 25 basis points. And then you go to job openings, to jobs, Bremo, to your point. Openings climbing to what, 5-month high?
Yeah.
And now we've got the ratio of unemployed
Job
to
opening is
openings,
really
which we know
high.
the chairman looks at,
Yeah.
pushing 2 again
Yeah.
at 1.9.
1.9, which is just shocking. You know, Tom said earlier, we're minting jobs, we're making jobs a lot. That's not really how I would phrase it. We don't have workers. Perhaps we're losing workers faster. And this is a new structural reality that is really causing some distortions and difficulty understanding.
Thank you for bringing this up because this is so important. We mentioned it with Professor Claredale, but Olivier Blanchard is there's huge overarching factors here, which Diane Swank talked about, is they just flat out can't find the workers. I think that defines fully employed America.
Should we give Mohammed the final word? who didn't join us today, but we can give him the final word.
Well,
anyway.
I was here, so he said no. That's all there is to it.
Hilarion had this to say out on Twitter. The Federal Reserve doesn't seem to be able to overcome the financial conditions paradox, with such conditions already looser than when the Fed started its hiking cycle. Markets took virtually no time to shake off the initial negative price action due to the more hawkish language. Lisa, is words versus action.
And that really is the verdict right now. Action trumps words, and the market's going to look for
Right.
the action, and that's the entirety of it. And yes, they're going to watch the data, but ultimately, Fed Chair Jay Powell can say whatever he wants. I don't know what can get the market's attention right now.
I got 6 seconds because Powell's always on time. Guess what? I'm going to go to the American philosopher Neil Dutta. It's a pretty good economy.
You saw what Neil said this morning in that message to me.
Absolutely.
Housing's picking up again. Global growth is picking up. The IMF. I've never seen an economist on Wall Street. IMF forecasting the one. That the unemployment rate is going to go up that much. Claims are plumbing new debts.
Covered a
We
lot
get
of
claims
ground.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
The full effects of our rapid tightening so far are yet to be felt. Even so, we have more work to do. Price stability is the responsibility of the Federal Reserve and serves as the bedrock of our economy. Without price stability, the economy does not work for anyone. In particular, without price stability, we will not achieve a sustained period of labor market conditions that benefit all. Today, the FOMC raised our policy interest rate by 25 basis points. We continue to anticipate that ongoing increases will be appropriate in order to attain a stance of monetary policy that is sufficiently restrictive to return inflation to 2% over time. In addition, we are continuing the process of significantly reducing the size of our balance sheet. Restoring price stability will
Sorry,
likely
guys,
require
मेरा
maintaining a restrictive
TikTok
stance
the
for some time.
suspend हो गया account.
I will have more to say about
Because I was
today's
showing
monetary
live.
policy actions after briefly reviewing economic developments. The U.S. economy slowed significantly last year, with real GDP rising at a below-trend pace of 1%. Recent indicators point to modest growth of spending and production this quarter. Consumer spending appears to be expanding at a subdued pace, in part reflecting tighter financial conditions over the past year. Activity in the housing sector continues to weaken, largely reflecting higher mortgage rates. Higher interest rates and slower output growth also appear to be weighing on business fixed investment. Despite the slowdown in growth, the labor market remains extremely tight, with the unemployment rate at a 50-year low, job vacancies still very high, and wage growth elevated. Job gains have been robust, with employment rising by an average of 247,000 jobs per month over the last 3 months. Although the pace of job gains has slowed over the course of the past year and nominal wage growth has shown some signs of easing, the labor market continues to be out of balance. Labor demand substantially exceeds the supply of available workers, and the labor force participation rate has changed little from a year ago. Inflation remains well above our longer run goal of 2%. Over the 12 months ending in December, total PCE prices rose 5.0%. Excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 4.4%. The inflation data received over the past 3 months show a welcome reduction in the monthly pace of increases. And while recent developments are encouraging, we will need substantially more evidence to be confident that inflation is on a sustained downward path.
So whoever is listening,
Despite
as I said,
elevated inflation,
be
longer-term
more
inflation
bullish about
expectations
dollar
appear
and
to
more
remain
bearish about
well
gold,
anchored,
and
as
that's still
reflected in a
correct as
broad
we
range of
stand.
surveys of households, businesses, and forecasters, as well as measures
So
from
ਜਿਹੜਾ
the
gold ਦਾ
financial
trade
markets.
ਖੋਲਿਆ ਸੀ ਆਪਾਂ sell ਦਾ it's
It's
in
not
profit.
grounds for complacency. Although inflation
US
has
dollar
moderated
index the
recently,
buy
it
trade is
remains
in
too
profit.
high. The longer the current outlook of high inflation continues, the greater the chance that expectations of higher inflation will become entrenched. The Fed's monetary policy actions are guided by our mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. My colleagues and I are acutely aware that high inflation imposes significant
All the
hardship
indexes sell are in
its
profit.
purchasing power, especially for those least able to meet the higher costs of essentials like food, housing, and transportation.
All I'm doing is just
We are
putting the
highly
planning
attentive to the
stop
risks
losses
that
on.
inflation poses to both sides of our mandate, and we are strongly committed to returning inflation to our 2% objective. In today's meeting, the committee raised the target range for the federal funds rate by 25 basis points, bringing the target range to 4.5 to 4.75%. We are continuing the process of significantly reducing the target range for the federal funds rate will be appropriate in order to attain a stance of monetary policy that is sufficiently restrictive to return inflation to 2% over time. We are seeing the effects of our policy actions on demand in the most interest-sensitive sectors of the economy, particularly housing. It will take time, however, for the full effects of monetary restraint to be realized, especially on inflation.
So,
In light of the cumulative tightening of monetary policy and the lags with which monetary policy affects economic activity and inflation, the committee decided to raise interest rates by 25 basis points today, continuing the step down from last year's rapid pace of increases. Shifting to a slower pace will better allow the committee to assess the economy's progress toward our goals as we determine the extent of future increases that will be required to attain a sufficiently restrictive stance.
yeah, so he confirmed the
We will
interest
continue
rate
to make
rise will be
decisions
slow.
meeting by meeting, taking into account the totality of incoming data and their implications for the outlook for economic activity and inflation. We have been taking forceful steps to moderate demand so that it comes into better alignment with supply. Our overarching focus is using our tools to bring inflation back down to our 2% goal and to keep longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Reducing inflation is likely to require a period of below-trend growth and some softening of labor market conditions. Restoring price stability is essential to set the stage for achieving maximum employment and stable prices over the longer run. The historical record cautions strongly against prematurely loosening policy. We will stay the course until the job is done. To conclude, we understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission. We at the Fed will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Chris.
Chris Rugaber of Associated Press. Thank you for doing this. As you know, financial conditions have loosened since the fall, with bond yields falling, which has also brought down mortgage rates, and the stock market posted a solid gain in January. Does that make your job of inflation harder? And could you see lifting rates higher than you otherwise would to offset the increase or to offset the
So it is important that overall financial conditions continue to reflect policy restraint that we're putting in place in order to bring inflation down to 2%. And of course, financial conditions have tightened very significantly in the past year. I would say that our focus is not on short-term moves.
Keep making money in the small moves, guys.
It is our judgment that
Buy
we
the
might
gold,
be
sell the
a
gold,
sufficiently
buy the
restrictive
gold, sell the
policy
gold,
stance,
and that's what all
which
I
is
can
what we
say
said
at
we
the
spent
moment.
on. Of course, many things affect financial conditions, just policy. And we will take into account overall financial conditions along with many other factors as we set policy.
Hi, Chair Powell. Thank you for taking our questions. Rachel Siegel from the Washington Post. Over the last quarter, we've seen a deceleration in prices, in wages, and a fall in consumer spending, all while the unemployment rate has been able to stay at a historic low. Does this at all change your view of how much the unemployment rate would need to go up, if at all, to see inflation come down to the levels you're looking for?
So I would say it is a good thing that the disinflation that we have seen so far has not come at the expense of a weaker labor market. But I would also say that disinflationary process that you now see underway is really at an early stage. What you see is really in the goods sector, you see inflation now coming down because supply chains have been fixed. Demand is shifting back to services, and shortages have been abated. So you see that in the housing services sector. We expect inflation to continue moving up for a while, but then to come down, assuming that new leases continue to be lower. So in those two sectors, you've got a good story. The issue is that we have a large sector called non-housing service, core non-housing services, where we don't see disinflation yet. But I would say that so far what we see is progress, but without any weakening in labor market conditions.
Has your
Go ahead.
has your expectation for where the unemployment rate might go changed since December?
You know, we're going to write down new forecasts at the March meeting, and we'll see
So
at that
dollar
time.
index is
I will
up to
say
date
that it
now.
is gratifying to see the disinflationary process now getting underway, and we continue to
So
get strong
market is
labor
going to be
market data.
bullish.
So, we'll update those forecasts in
All my cells are closed.
Chair Powell, Neil Irwin with Axios. You and some of your colleagues have emphasized the possibility that
All
job
bullish.
openings on
Yeah.
the air without major job losses. We saw the opposite in the December JOLTS this morning. Job openings actually rising. That also has coincided with slowdown in wage inflation. Do you believe that openings are
So
important?
dollar is
indicator
becoming
for
weak.
studying to understand where the labor market is, where wage inflation might be heading?
So you're right about the data, of course. What we've seen average hourly earnings, and now the employment cost index fading a little bit, still off of their highs of 6 months ago and more, but still at levels that are fairly
So
elevated.
AUD USD both buys are in profit.
Job openings number has been quite volatile recently. Yeah, I did see that it moved up this morning.
USD JPY
I
sell
do
are in
think that
profit now.
it's
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ
probably an
buy
important
profit ਸੀ.
indicator. The ratio
ਹੁਣ sell
fixes back
profit ਦੇ
into
ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਹੀ.
unemployed, job openings to unemployed people who are looking for work. So it's an indicator, but nonetheless, you're right.
Yeah.
We do see wages moving down. If you look across the rest of the labor
USD
market, you
CAD
still
is
see
coming
very
down.
high payroll job creation, and quits are still at an elevated level. So many indicators, the job market is still very strong.
Thank you. Colby Smith with the Financial Times. Given the economic data since the December meeting, is the trajectory for the Fed funds rate in the most recent SEP still the best guidepost for the policy path forward? Or does ongoing now mean more than 2 rate rises?
So you're right. At the December meeting, we all wrote down our best estimates of what we thought the ultimate level would be. And that's obviously back in December. And the median for that was between 5 and 5.25%. At the March meeting, we're going to update those assessments. We did not update them today. We did, however, continue to say that we believe ongoing rate hikes will be appropriate to attain a sufficiently restrictive stance of policy to bring inflation back down to 2%. We think we've covered a lot of ground, and financial conditions have certainly tightened. I would say we still think there's work to do there. We haven't made a decision on exactly where that will be. I think we're going to be looking carefully at the incoming data between now and the March meeting and then the May meeting.
So it's all going bullish, guys. Gold is really bullish.
Certainty of where that
Dollar
will be.
is
Could certainly
bearish.
be
So
higher than we're
all
writing
the
it right now.
sell
If we come to the
in
view that we
profit
need to write
going
down
in profit.
to move rates up
Oh my
beyond
God.
what we
I'm
would
gonna
certainly
keep the
do that.
trailing stop
At the
losses a
same
bit
time, if
behind.
the data come in the other direction, then we'll make data dependent decisions.
Oh goodness.
Of course.
Quick follow-up. How are you viewing the kind of balance of risk between those two options of, the likelihood of maybe falling short of
Yeah.
that or going
So
beyond?
every single thing in profit now, guys.
I guess I
So
would say at
Euro
this point,
USD in profit
I
as
continue
we
to
buy.
think
GBP USD buy in profit.
it's very difficult to manage the
AUD
risk
USD
of
buy in
doing
profit.
and finding out in 6 or
One
12
is
months
closed,
we
and
actually
I'm gonna
were close
pick up
but didn't get the job done, and inflation springs back and we have to go back.
USD JPY in
You really
profit
do worry
sell,
about expectations getting.
and USD CAD
This is a
hasn't come in
very
profit yet. It's still away
risk
from
to
my
manage.
sell.
Whereas
So
of
this is
course,
what I'm
we-
doing.
we've
Sorry,
always
मेरा
said no
live
desire
cut हो गया
to
ਸੀ क्योंकि
overtighten.
they think I'm doing
If we feel like we've gone too far, we could certainly
so
and
there you
inflation
go.
is coming in
All the
faster
buys,
than we
1 buy,
expect.
2 buy, 3
We have
buy,
tools that
4
would-
buys, 5 buys
So
in
I do
gold.
In this situation, we have still the highest inflation in years.
I'm still gonna protect them, guys. ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ
As I mentioned at the
protect
start
ਹੀ
of the
करना
meeting
gold
earlier,
ਨੂੰ.
we have
As soon as all the buys are going in
represents
profit,
56% of the
protect
core
them.
inflation index,
Don't
where we
let them
see
run
disinflation yet.
on their own.
So we don't
We
see it.
need
It's
to
sort of
protect it.
happening.
That's what
Inflation
all
in-
we need to
in
do.
the core services X X housing is still running at 4% on a 6 and 12
1,
month basis. So there's
2,
nothing happening
3,
there. In the other two sectors
4
representing,
चौथा हाल आया नहीं
less
मेरा
than 50%,
damn
you actually, I think, now have a
trigger
story that is
all
credible,
the stop
that's coming
losses
together, although you don't actually see disinflation
but
yet.
still I go buy
Housing
there.
services, look, it's in the pipeline. Right? So for the third sector, we don't see anything here. So I think it would be premature, it would be very premature to declare victory or to.
I'm gonna
to
buy
think that
US
we've really
dollar
got
index
it. We
here
need
on
to
this
see
level to
all
get
the
the
forces to
benefit
bring
of
inflation.
reversal
And how do we
and
get
put
that
the
done? There are
trailing
many
stop loss
factors
very
driving
near.
inflation in that sector, and they should be coming into play. That inflation,
Woo!
the disinflationary process.
Oh
peaking
man,
in
this
that
is
sector.
just so
So
cool.
we don't see that, and I think until we do, we see ourselves as having a lot of work left to do.
Oh my god. US 30 is in profit to buy.
Statements.
US 500 is in profit. CAC 100 is in profit. Euro USD in profit. I'm going to open it. Increase the limit here. Oh my god, dollar is really going bearish, guys. Dollar is really going bearish. Oh my god, gold is coming back up. Yes, gold is coming back up. So I'm going to put the buy in profit now.
So I guess I would see it this way. We can now say, I think, for the first time, that the disinflationary process
So
has started.
cool.
We can see that, and we see it really in.
I don't know
goods
how
prices so
many
far.
picks, guys. At the moment, I'm
Goods
just
prices is a
counting
big
them.
sector. This is what we thought would happen at the very beginning, and now
I will show you guys
actually
at the end.
happening.
I will show the screenshot at the end.
Supply chains,
Whole
shortages,
days trading
demand,
today. Oh, come on, don't
goods,
come down,
services. So
gold.
this is a good thing. This is a good thing.
Don't come
That's
down.
around a quarter of the PCE
Yeah.
price index, core PCE price index. So the second sector is housing services, and that's driven by very
The
different
market
things.
is all
And
green. So
as I
originally,
mentioned,
as
with housing
I
services,
told you
we
guys,
expect
with the pehले live
more
आया
interest
सीगा,
expense
कि
inflation
once
to
market
continue
is
for several months
the
before
interest
then
rate
go down.
increase will come to 25
Assuming
exactly as expected.
leases
We will see
continue
a
to be
drop in the
soft.
market for a
And
short
we do see
time,
that.
and then
So
we
we
will see
think
the
that that's
recovery.
sort
And
of in
this
the
is
pipeline. We
exactly
actually see
happening.
disinflation in goods
So
sector. We see
obviously, पहला market
two
थोड़ी dead
sectors
हो
in
गई थी. So even I was thinking
So this
कि
is good. That voice
why it's
inflation
happening.
spring
But as I told you guys, the Powell speech on the market moves heavily, and this is exactly happening. So everything you guys have profit in,
goods
make sure you protect it.
services
Don't just keep it to limit. So I open a little sell on Euro USD to and tighten up my trailing stop loss to take advantage of a little correction.
Subsections.
So GBP USD. So I'm already chasing it up with trailing stop loss.
To slacken the economy.
AUD USD, I'm chasing up with the trailing stop loss. This is a very strong resistance for AUD
Many other
USD.
factors will drive it. We don't see this inflation. I think we need to see that.
So AUD USD is very strong here,
Which is the thing
and
we think is the best predictor.
USD
So
JPY is both sells in profit. So I'm just collecting them the profits and might give a little nod of buy here because थोड़ी recovery हो रही है, so we can take benefit of
we see
recovery.
we see ourselves as
Yeah.
persistent inflation in that
So
sector.
we get
which will
all the
take longer to
trades.
get down. And
All I'm expecting is now market to be nice and steady. Obviously, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਡੀ ਕਮਜ਼ੋਰੀ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਟ ਦਾ ਮੋਮੈਂਟ ਇਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜੌਬਾਂ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀਆਂ ਆ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਜੌਬਾਂ ਤੇ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚਿਰ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਤੇ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਨਫਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਜੌਬਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਾਣਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਇਕਨੋਮੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਂਡ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਵਾਟ ਪਾਵਲ ਇਜ਼ ਟਾਕਿੰਗ ਪਰ ਉਹਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਹੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਜੌਬਾਂ ਜਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਜਦ ਕਿ ਹੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਲੇਬਰ ਦੇ ਈਵਨ they got less labor than the demand in the market. So this is the problem, another problem in the market. So this is on resistance now. So everything is literally reaching on resistance. So make the money, trailing stop losses, move the trailing stop losses up. That's all we need to do. So gold is coming to a very big resistance as well soon. So gold is going towards 1950. So it's at 1941 at the moment.
Understand it is basically three things. And again, we don't see it affecting the services sector, ex housing yet.
So
But I mean, I think our assessment is that we're not very far from that level. We don't know that though. We don't know that. So I
there
think
you
we're,
go.
living significant certainty. I would look across the rate, the spectrum
So
of rates. and
dollar
see if
index is
real
really
rates are
down.
positive. Set of measures are positive across the yield curve. I think policy is restrictive. We're trying to make a fine
US
judgment,
30 is in profit.
which is restrictive.
बाकी mostly सारे बंद भी हो जा रहे हैं.
Slowing down to
So I'm
20
not
basis
getting
points.
back into anything at the moment. So whatever is closing is closing. So then I can narrow it down to gold only and US dollar index only. So US Tech 100 is in profit now. It has broken the support area, so the resistance area. So that looks bullish. Euro USD, as I said, I opened a little sell, is in profit right at the top. So
You wouldn't want to start to describe all the details there. That was the sense of the discussion, was really talking quite a bit about the path forward.
so sell भी बंद हो गया Euro USD ਦਾ.
Hi,
So can you guys see how quickly I work flipped between maps? ਇਹ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ profit ਲੈਣ ਦਾ reason ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ.
do Treasury directs as it relates to making payments as the fiscal agent, or will it do?
Go GBP USD, this is a very good resistance area. So we're expecting GBP USD to reach 124.20.
Will the Fed do what Treasury?
Sorry,
directs as it relates
124.20.
to
Yeah,
making
that's the highest resistance area. So
Like
the
with some
thale thale
analysis
area
and
go
legal constraints.
GBP USD, then there will be a little drop after. So at the moment, everything is protected. I'm just chasing it up. Really. Yeah. AUD USD coming to resistance as well. So I'm going to open a little sell right at the top here. So I'm gonna protect my trailing stop loss here.
In terms of relationship with Treasury, we are the fiscal agent, and I'm just going to leave it.
Actively doing any planning of what might happen in the event that would happen?
I'm just going to leave it at that. This is a matter that's to be resolved between it's really Congress's job to raise the debt ceiling. And I gather there are discussions happening, but they don't involve us. We're not.
So USD CAD is reaching nearly to my sell as well, because this is a sport area. So this is why it's not going down. So a problem, yeah. So here we go. USD ZAR is in profit to sell.
Thanks for taking our questions.
USD Mexican sell is in profit. So it has broken the support area. Yeah, this was a support area.
And I wonder if that view is probably shared on the committee.
So we got everything protected. Let's go back to the gold now. So here we go. Gold is breaking 1942. So all the buys are in huge profit. All the buys are now. Oh my God.
See that will bring inflation down 2%. So that's the judgment that we made. We're gonna write down new forecasts in March, and
USD again buy kar liye. Not really.
For example, and then
It doesn't look like, it's not showing me reversal yet. US dollar index is going to go down as well still. So its dollar is weakening still. So US 2000 ne mera trade band kar ditta hai profit de vich. US 30 the trade still buys are running. So this is a very strong resistance area for US 30. So we need to watch this area before it can break the area. US 500 has broken the resistance area. So it's going back into 4-hour charts. So we can keep an eye on everything properly.
On deciding.
Steve Leisman, CNBC. Mr. Chairman, the SEP has the PCE inflation rate in 2023 at 3.1%. Meanwhile, the 3-month annualized PCE is 2.1%. And you've achieved this without going to your 5.1% funds rate, which is what you have penciled in for this year.
Gold is going to close
You've also
my
achieved it
trailing
with
stop
1%
loss.
increase in
एक,
the rate, which you
दो,
penciled in for this year.
10.
So
No,
the
no.
idea of
Oh, yes. One gold buy is closed. So I'm waiting for it to see what's going to happen with the next one here. Trailing stop loss.
Simply,
So just increasing my trailing stop loss.
To the extent that inputs other than wages may be responsible in part for important price increases for some non-housing services, an unwinding of these factors. In other words, it may not be wages. The idea that it may not require unemployment rising.
So everything is nice, juicy, guys. Everything is nice and
So a
juicy.
couple things. First, on the forecast, if you're right, if you take very short-term, three month say measures of PCE, core PCE inflation, they're quite low right now. But that's because that's driven by significantly negative readings from goods inflation. Most forecasters would think that the significantly negative readings will be transitory, and that goods inflation will move up fairly soon, back up to its longer run trend of something around zero.
Hanji sir, I trade
A
in
lot of
Forex.
forecasts would call for core PCE to go back up to 4% by the middle of the year, for example. So that's really where the sustainable level is more like at 4%. So that would suggest there's work left to do.
I'm gonna go offline on.
Let's say inflation does come down much faster than we expect, which is possible. As I mentioned, obviously our policy is data dependent. We would take that into account. In terms of the core non-housing services, as I mentioned earlier, it's a very diverse sector, 6 or 7 sectors, and so sectors that represent 55 or 60% of that subsectors of that sector we think are sensitive to slack in the economy, sensitive to the labor market in a way. But some of the other sectors are not. And for example, financial services is a big sector that's really not driven by labor markets, wages. So that's why I said there are a number of things that will affect. Take restaurants, right? So clearly labor is important for restaurants, but so are food prices. And transportation services is going to be driven by fuel prices, for example. So there are lots of things in that mix that will drive inflation. I would say overall, though, my own view would be that you're not going to have
US Tech 100 to drop, not at the moment. Let's see.
Without a better balance.
So halle bhi Powell bolda paya hai, so once we finish, we will see the real reaction of the market after. So at the moment, my buy is in profit in US Tech 100. So it will drop a little bit possibly because this is a very strong resistance area for US Tech 100. हो भी सकता कि resistance area ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆ stop ਕਰ ਦੇਣ ਕਿਹਨੇ ਦੁਪਹਿਰੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਲਾਈਵ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿਹਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਦੁਪਹਿਰੇ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਫਿਟ ਸੀ ਆਪਣਾ come on let's see if somebody is there from afternoon before I show you guys all the trades so far I done.
Very strong demand.
Yeah, good job. Well, there you go. Yeah. 44.
Inflation for the reasons we thought, and we have.
So let me go back onto the other side of the camera. I think you guys can see that way better.
I think there's ongoing disinflation, and we don't yet see weakening in the labor market. So
there you go.
We'll have to see.
That's ਦਿਹਾੜੀ ਪੈ ਗਈ labor ਦੀ ਅੱਜ. You can see all the gold. Can you see all the gold? All these red figures. Can you see all these red lines? This is how I do trading, these red lines. It's called trailing stop loss hits. So I just follow my trades with a trailing stop loss and let it hit. There are some losses as well. They might be right at the end. Yeah. That's the trade I lost. US dollar index ਉਹ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਗਲਤੀ ਨਾਲ because ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ volatile ਸੀਗਾ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ stop loss ਲਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ trailing stop loss convert ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗਾ ਸੀ ਪਰ I couldn't do it quick enough and
for
Let's see.
constituents.
Now can you see?
It's the most likely outcome. I would say there's a chance of it.
And this is just what we done now while we was live.
Mike
And ਹੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ trade ਚੱਲਦੇ ਪਏ ਆ. There's not closed. All the trades are not closed. So we got
tightening not in place yet, and with the progress against
so we got
inflation
GBP
still
USD closed, basically.
very slow growth.
AUD USD is just going to close and ਜਿਹੜਾ sell ਖੋਲਿਆ ਸੀ right ਉੱਪਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹ profit ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ. So I put the AUD USD ਜਿਹੜਾ sell ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹਦਾ trailing stop loss ਵੀ ਲਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਆ just in case dollar reverses back.
And whether you
Yes, the sell is closed on AUD USD, but the buy is still open.
which calls for strain in there.
So USD JPY the ਜਿਹੜੇ buy ਖੋਲੇ ਸੀ on the way, they are in profit now.
Since
So you just like take advantage of recovery, quickly buy, quickly sell, and then get out of it. So gold,
GDP growth.
obviously we got the buy, more profit, bigger profit. So gold is the only one staying positive at the moment ਹੱਲੇ. So ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰੇ buy ਜਿਹੜੇ gold ਦੇ protect ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਆ. So now we don't need to worry about anything. We can go to sleep with the ਚੈਨ ਦੀ ਨੀਂਦ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ.
Other factors that you will have seen that the whole picture is
I forgot to YouTube ਤੇ ਵੀ live ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੱਲੇ. Let me show you guys as well.
as inflation does come down, sentiment
I
will
don't know
improve.
if you guys can see.
Really flush these days with
Oh, it's gonna show like opposite camera, na? So I don't know. You guys can read
so
it
we're
or not.
sending checks. So I think that's going to support. They're also spending a lot. There's a lot of spending coming in the construction pipeline, both private and public, and so that's going to support economic activity. So I think there's a good chance that those factors will help support positive growth this year, and that's my base case is that there will be positive growth this year.
So he's very much bullish about growth. Powell. So which one is going to push the?
I think it's early on in the press conference, you said you need to see substantially more evidence of inflation coming down. Can you give us some idea of what you're thinking of? You mentioned 12 months. We've seen 3 months in a row. Governor Waller suggested want to see 6 months.
So I'm gonna be buying some more indexes. US 500 is still in profit, so I'm gonna protect the profit now.
So I don't think
US Tech 100 is in profit, so I'm going to protect the profit with more extra.
accumulation.
Euro USD is still very bullish. Look at the Euro USD, guys. Oh my God.
It's 2 more CPI. Look at this carefully, as all of us will, and we'll be asking ourselves, what are they telling us?
Jat Sahab, okay, I will cover that actually in a bit. But the simple reason is because Powell ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ they decided to slow the interest rate hike. So that's what he said in his speech. We're not going to be aggressive with the interest rate hikes. We're still going to carry on interest rate hike, but it will be a slow pace now. We need to see, we need to watch what's happening in the market. So ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਦੇ words ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀ positive ਸੀਗੇ Powell ਦੇ. So this is what boosting the market, because market was waiting for that signal. The Fed is going to slow down now. So I'm going to open one sell for gold here before it closes my buys. So let's see.
It's a fine job. It's a great job. I did that job for years, but in one form or another.
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਆਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਰੈਜ਼ਿਸਟੈਂਸ ਏਰੀਆ ਆ 골ਡ ਦਾ, ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ 골ਡ ਦਾ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਸੈਲਫ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਖੋਲਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ and plus it's got a long green candle as well, and normally what happens is ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਨਵਾਂ resistance area ਆਉਂਦਾ ਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਰਕੇ profit taking ਹੋਣ ਲੱਗ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ, and this is what exactly happens, and then we just take the profits.
Thank you, Fed Chairman.
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਹੱਲੇ ਮੇਰੇ buy ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਉਹ double ਆ gold ਨਾਲੋਂ, so I'm enjoying the buys profit as well. And US dollar index is here, and I'm gonna zoom out and see Yeah, so this is coming to that.
6.5%. Is the hard part yet to come to go from 6.5 to 2?
So bought US dollar index, sold gold right at the top.
So we have expected goods inflation to
But
start
ਜੇ gold
coming
ਇੱਥੋਂ
down
ਉੱਪਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ, so we got the buys anyway here to protect the gold.
It did through 22, and now it's coming down. And it's coming down pretty fast. So I would say this is not a
No
standard
worries,
business
brother,
cycle where
no
you can look
worries.
at the last 10 times.
It's all about market ਜਿਹਨੂੰ at the moment excuse ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ market ਬਹੁਤ depress ਹੋਈ ਹੋਆ being bred
It's just
from nearly 2 years now we are in bearish market. ਹੈਨਾ? So 600 ਦਿਨ ਤੋਂ nearly 700 ਦਿਨ nearly ਹੋ ਚੱਲੇ ਆ market ਨੂੰ in red zone. So ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ market ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ just looking for little hope. So Powell was the last person who can give market a little hope. And ਉਹੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੀਤਾ. So WTI is coming back up and Brent is coming back up a little bit.
Say that we are now in disinflation, but that's great. But we just see that it has to spread through the economy, and that it's going to take some time. That's all.
How long do you see then the federal funds rate remaining at this elevated level?
You know, so my
So long term, we can see dollar will get weaker. But the problem is, don't be foolish by this results as well. The problem is, America ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ economy ਹੈ ਹੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ strong ਹੈ. This is what is opposite to inflation. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੀ ਇਕਨੋਮੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਲੋਕੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਜੌਬਾਂ 'ਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ there is less labor and more jobs in America. So what will happen in the future? I think America might get some immigration and something, get more work permits easily done in America to get more people over there. ਤੇ ਪਰ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਡਾਲਰ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਟਰੈਂਥ ਆ ਉਹ ਬਣੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਲੌਂਗ ਟਰਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. So we're not looking for really big moves in dollar, but it will be going up and down for dollar. There you go. Gold ਦਾ sell ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆ profit ਚੋਂ ਲੱਗ ਪਿਆ. No, it's coming back again.
Are you concerned?
Meta obviously is a buyer. They would look at it at the moment, the stock market. So ਪਰ problem ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ Meta ਦੀਆਂ earnings ਆ, so be careful. Right. So after market ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ Meta ਦੇ ਨਾਲ is very important to see. So ਅੱਜ let me see actually ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਹੋਈ earnings.
Forecast for continued subdued growth, some softening in the labor market, but not a recession. Not a recession. And we have inflation moving down. Into the somewhere in the mid threes or maybe lower than that this year. We'll update that in March, but that's what we thought in December. Markets are past that. They show inflation coming down in some cases much quicker than that. So we'll just have to see. And we have a different view. It's a different forecast, really.
So ਅੱਜ ਕੀ ਆ Wednesday? So ਅੱਜ Meta ਦੀ earnings ਆ. MetLife ਆ, Alpha ਦੀ earnings ਆ ਤੇ Align ਦੀ earnings ਆ. So Meta. Have to be very careful guys. Meta obviously earnings ਆਉਣ ਤੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਕਿ ਕਿੱਧਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਪਰ mainly at the moment it should be bullish at the moment. It should have some kind of ਪਰ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ Snap ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ stock ਹੈ drop ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਆ. So Snap is a guidance to Meta stock. So possibility Meta can overtake that and can be very positive. ਪਰ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ Snap ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਫੀ revenue ਦੇ problem ਆਈ ਆ. So this is Meta is only surviving on sales and advertisement as well. So ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ very careful. ਹਾਂਜੀ gold ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ sell ਤੇ so I opened the sell gold and it's in profit already. But there's no guaranteed. This is the only reason I opened the sell here to close it quickly. ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ support area resistance area ਇੱਥੇ ਬਣਿਆ ਆ. Gold we can take advantage of it. So ਹੋਰ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ. There's no other thing involved in thinking that. So I can't see any way gold dropping heavily or anything so far.
Hi, Chair Powell, Nancy Marshall.
So there you go. So gold is coming down. So ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ sell ਆਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ, that's in profit and it's gonna close my buys as well now. Gold ਨੇ.
And I'm wondering if you agree with that.
I do. Yeah, I do. You don't see that yet, but the whole point is, if once you see it, you have a serious problem. That means that effectively in people's decision making, inflation has become a really salient issue, and once that happens, that's what we can't allow to happen. And so that's why we worry that the longer we're at this, and the longer people are talking about inflation all day long, every day, the more risk of something like that. But no, there's not much. It's more of a risk. It always has been more of a risk than anything else. By the way, I think it's becoming less salient, and people are, we pick that up in conversations, and I've seen some data too that
So
show
we are
people
already 20 pips profit in a gold
they're
sell.
glad that inflation's down. People
Jal
really
ki
don't
mere
like
da buy
inflation.
out hale
And
band nahi
as we
hoya,
see it
so I
coming
left it
down,
open higher.
that could also
So if
be a
it hits
boosting
that,
to
we're covering
you
profit
look
from
at the Senate,
opposite side.
surveys very, very low, 3.5% unemployment, and high wage increases is
So
nominally
there you
by
go.
historical standards.
My sell is my buy is closed on the gold, so my sell ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆ ਹੁਣ
Inflation
ਉਹ
is seen to be coming
profit या दोनों ही.
coming months.
So there's
Even
one
you
there
will
sell,
also see
one there sell.
boosts.
So I'm dragging one with the trailing stop loss, hale ਦੂਜੇ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਲਾਇਆ ਨਹੀਂ trailing stop loss.
That's at the very heart. Is consumers and businesses that are the
There
essentially.
you go. Second
we
one is in
believe
profit
that
as well now.
Expectations of future inflation a very important part of the process of creating inflation. That's a sort of a bedrock belief.
So there you go. So ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ sell ਸੀਗੇ gold ਦੇ,
We think it's important.
we're going to protect both of
in
them.
this
There you
case,
go. So gold they dono sell protect hai now. So we got nothing else after that. Oh my god, this is nice. This is nice. So gold ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ, so we got nearly 40 pips profit coming, 45.
Markets have decided inflation is going to 2%. It's just a matter of us following through. That's immeasurably helpful to the
So
process of getting
£900
inflation
and
down.
एक
The
lot
fact that
area
people
400
now
pound
do
profit there.
generally believe that it will come down. That'll be part of the process of getting it.
To be honest, ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ live trading ਕਰਦਾ ਇਦਾਂ, especially fundamental events ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਮੈਂ stop loss ਨਹੀਂ use ਕਰਦਾ, because I only open these buys and sell just to quickly close them. So that's why I do live trading. So it's on the front of you guys. When I open sell, I say I open sell. When I open buy, I said I open buy. And then I quickly taking advantage of closing them as well as quick as possible. So US dollar should be recovering. Yeah. So US dollar da jehda buy open kita si, that's in profit. So we can protect that. We can protect a bit more. Yeah.
Sideways or up and down, but came out in roughly the same place.
So indexes are fine. They're green indexes. So
do reflect place as we discussed a couple times here. There's a difference in perspective by some market.
Euro USD, obviously.
So
I'm gonna open a little sell to see the dollar strength, recovery strength.
Our forecast is that it will take some time and some patience, and that we'll need to keep rates higher for longer. But we'll see.
So AUD USD ਸਾਰੇ trade close ਹੋ ਗਏ ਆ, ਤੇ USD JPY ਦਾ buy ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲਾਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ, let me protect it. Yeah, so there you go. So USD JPY ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ buy ਲਾਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ, that's protected as well. So there's a sell on USD CAD, that's in profit as well, guys. ਇਹ sell ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦੁਪਹਿਰ ਦਾ ਲਾਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹੀ ਆ. So it came back in profit now. So ਕਿਉਂਕਿ problem ਇਹ ਹੈ sell ਦੀ, ਇਹਦੀ ਕੱਲ ਇਹਨੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ time ਲਿਆ, because ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ area ਸੀਗਾ, this is the support area. So ਦੁਪਹਿਰੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਨੇ break ਕੀਤੀ, so ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨੇ break ਕੀਤੀ ਆ support ਥੋੜੀ. So I'm expecting little recovery, so I'm just taking as much as profit. Even manually ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ, but I normally leave it with the trailing stop losses. So I don't get. There you go, ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. So USD ZAR ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ sell. And if this is a support area, so I opened a little buy on USD ZAR, and I opened a little buy in USD MXN as well. क्योंकि sell ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਆ, sell ਇੱਥੇ ਬੰਦ ਹੋਇਆ, ਇੱਥੇ ਬੰਦ ਹੋਇਆ, ਇੱਥੇ ਬੰਦ ਹੋਇਆ ਸਾਰਾ. So WTI is going up. Yeah. And the gas is going down. Gas is very, very, very much a hard one to be reached here. So I need to see ਕਿੱਥੇ back ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ to see ਇਸ level ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ gas ਦਾ. So yeah, so this is a big support area coming gas da. So here. So I'm expecting gas to open a little buy here again and wait for it tomorrow. ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ? So there's one buy on gas. Brent and WTI. I'm not claiming anything yet, Brent and WTI, because ਇਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ direction ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ Brent and WTI 'ਚ. They're more bullish, ਪਰ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ dollar weak ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ, so there was strengthening up. ਪਰ ਹੁਣ dollar strong ਹੋਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਿਆ, so they will show a little weakness again. So there you go. USD ZAR, USD Mexican back in profits. USD JPY. Oh wow, USD JPY is in huge profit already. Goodness. AUD USD, we finished with that. GBP USD, we finished with that. Euro USD, we opened a little sell right up here, so I'm gonna protect it. So Euro USD, the sell we protect ho gaya again. So this is the third sell on Euro USD basically I opened. And US Tech 100, I'm not doing anything if there is a trailing stop loss here, so we can see little recovery here, and we can protect more profits with the trailing stop loss on US 500. US 30 the drop ho raha hai, so I got a buy, I didn't protect them, so this is a punishment for me. US 2000 is dropping. US index is recovering. And gold ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੈੱਲ ਆ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਹੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਫਿਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੇ। ਚੱਕ ਲੋ ਹੋ ਗਈ। UK economy obviously is in bit stress zone, but I can't see really bad happening into anything in the UK economy, to be honest. It's nothing, because market is bad. The problem is there's more jobs. There are more jobs and less labor, and this is what keeping the economies running. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਹੁਣ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਯੂਕੇ ਦੀ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਸ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਆ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਫਿਕਰ ਨਹੀਂ। ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਦਾ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ, ਸੈਂਡ ਦਾ ਇਲੀਗਲ ਪੀਪਲ ਬੈਕ ਐਂਡ ਆਲ ਦਾ ਬਲਾ 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 ਬਲਾ, ਸਾਰਾ ਦਿਨ ਕੁੱਤਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਭੌਂਕਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ। ਉਹ ਟੌਪ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤਿੰਨੇ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਬਿਠਾਏ ਹੋ ਆ। ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਦੂਈ ਆ ਹੋਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਹੀ ਆ। ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਆ। ਬਸ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਕਮਜ਼ੋਰੀ ਆ, ਇਹ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਏ ਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੱਢੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਹੀ। So UK economy, obviously, Rishi Sunak is qualified enough financially, so he will definitely guide you through. So I can't see really big bad happening, but definitely there is a stress in the economy at the moment. A result, just you can check it on investing.com. So this is the website, investing.com. Always, ਜਦੋਂ open ਹੋਣੀ ਆ website, and then you can go on economic calendar here. You can see ਥੱਲੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ the economic calendar, and you can see all the economic events happening today. Here you go. So ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ interest rate ਆ ਸਾਰੇ finish ਹੋ ਗਏ ਆ। ਹੁਣ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ obviously ਬ੍ਰਾਜ਼ੀਲ ਦਾ interest rate even ਹੋਣਾ ਹਲੇ 40 ਮਿੰਟ ਤੱਕ। ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਨਿਊਜ਼ੀਲੈਂਡ ਦੇ event ਆ, unemployment rate on ਨਿਊਜ਼ੀਲੈਂਡ ਦੀ employment change ਹੋਣਾ। So if somebody is holding the New Zealand dollar trades, please look after it tonight. ਤੇ ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ let's see ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਹੈ। ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਬਿਜ਼ੀ ਆ। ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਬੰਦ ਹੋਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ 9:30 ਮੈਟਾ ਦੀ ਅਰਨਿੰਗਸ ਹੋਣੀਆਂ, ਸੋ ਵੀ ਮੇਕ ਮਨੀ ਵਿਦ ਮੈਟਾ ਐਸ ਵੈਲ ਅੱਜ। So ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਆ actually busy. So tomorrow we start with the New Zealand and Australia tonight events. So ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ we got German trade balance, so which is crucial for euro. Spanish unemployment change, that's crucial for euro as well. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਾਫੀ ਵੱਡੀ country ਆ, so it does affect euro very quickly. GBP, Bank of England ਦਾ ਆ, vote cut, vote hike, vote unchanged, interest rate decision. So ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ Bank of England ਦਾ interest rate decision ਹੋਣਾ ਆ, expected to be 50 point rate hike. ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਫੋਰਕਾਸਟ ਆ ਬੈਂਕ ਆਫ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦਾ I think the Bank of England has to go with the 50-point hike. That's what I can think of. I know it will hit massively mortgages and ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕੀ tracker mortgages ਤੇ especially ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ already contract sign ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਜਦੋਂ interest rate hike ਹੋਣੀ ਸੀ, they are all safe now for a couple of years. ਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੇਟ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਐਕਸਪਾਇਰੀ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਆ mortgage ਦੀ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਕੁਛ ਆ, they will be the one maybe stuck for a limbo for long. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਬੈਂਕ ਆਫ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦਾ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਰੇਟ ਆਉਣਾ ਹੈ 12 ਵਜੇ, ਸੋ ਆ ਵਿਲ ਬੀ ਲਾਈਵ। ਤੇ ਸੈਂਟਰਲ ਬੈਂਕ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆ ਯੂਰਪ ਦਾ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਰੇਟ ਡਿਸੀਜਨ ਆਉਣਾ ਆ 1:15 ਵਜੇ, ਸੋ ਵੀ ਕੈਨ ਕੈਰੀ ਔਨ ਦ ਸੇਮ ਲਾਈਵ 1.5 ਘੰਟਾ ਐਂਡ ਵੀ ਕੈਨ ਗੋ ਦੈਟ। ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਨੌਨ ਫਾਰਮ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟਿਵਿਟੀ ਆਉਣੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਇਨੀਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਜੋਬਲੈਸ ਕਲੇਮ ਆਉਣੇ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ। ਇਹ ਜੋਬਲੈਸ ਕਲੇਮ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਕ੍ਰੂਸ਼ਲ ਪਰ they don't move market that much but they still move, so market move ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਪਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਮੂਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ। ਸੋ ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਕਨਸਟੈਂਟਲੀ 12 ਵਜੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 1:30 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਕਾਫੀ ਬਿਜ਼ੀ ਜ਼ੋਨ ਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀਆਂ ਬਿਲਡਿੰਗ ਪਰਮਿਟਸ ਵੀ ਆਉਣੀਆਂ ਆ ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ, so that can defined because ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ expected -5 ਆ, so that's a big change building permits ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ because obviously that shows ਕਿ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਸਟਰਗਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਮਰਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਹੈ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਸਟਰਗਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਦੈਨ ECB ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਆ, ਦੈਨ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਬੇਲੀ ਦੀ ਗਵਰਨਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੈਂਕ ਆਫ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਬੇਲੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆ ਬੈਂਕ ਆਫ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦਾ ਗਵਰਨਰ ਆ, ਉਹਦੀ ਸਪੀਚ ਆ 2 ਵਜੇ ਤੇ 1:45 ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਯੂਰਪੀਅਨ ਸੈਂਟਰਲ ਬੈਂਕ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਟ ਆ ਉਹਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ। ਫੈਕਟਰੀ ਆਰਡਰਸ US ਡਾਲਰ ਦੇ 3 ਵਜੇ ਆਉਣੀ ਆ, so that can show the positive note can show there's more factory orders means there will be more production, there will be more demand for labor, so that's can be bullish for US dollar. Other than that there's nothing now, it's just Lagardea and that's it. So ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਬਿਜ਼ੀ ਹੋਣਾ ਆ। ਸੋ Alpine for let's see Alpine. Oh, Alpine 4 is need to watching from here. ਕਿੱਥੇ ਇਹ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਬਾਈ ਕੀਤਾ ਆ। ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਦਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਹੁਣ ਇਸ ਲੈਵਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ 6.039 that is very strong zone to watch Alpine ਲਈ। ਇਹ zone broke ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਆ, there will be a bullish or more probably there might be a reversal back from here to if it follow the trend that can go back down towards $5 after breaking from here. ਤੇ ਪਰ ਜੇ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਉੱਪਰ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੋਂ it can go bullish maybe $7-8 as well later in few months. I won't say like straight away but it can ਜੇ ਨੇ ਆ zone break ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਨੂੰ then it can be bullish for longer. So that's what all I can say about Alpine. No worries. Okay, we YouTube audio. So I'm gonna end the stream now. Oh, tomorrow rate hike in the UK share market possibility, but it can drop the market actually ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ no no it can actually help the stock market definitely interest rate hike ਕਿਉਂਕਿ UK ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ ਇਹ ਆ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਹਾਈਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਰੰਸੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਰੇਟ ਹਾਈਕ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ they can attract some investment from outside the UK and that can help with the stock market ਪਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ there is a kind of process with FTSE 100 ਜਾਂ FTSE 250 ਦੇ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ you can keep an eye. So ਜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੋਨਾਂ 'ਚ growth ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, that brings the shares up as well.